We're here.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome, welcome. It's
Hmm.
another Monday.
It is a Monday, 100%. I felt it when I woke up and I wanted to sleep in. And I was like, it's Monday. Got them
Yeah,
adult
it's
duties.
it's unfortunate that Mondays have to come every week.
I mean, I guess it's like a bad thing if all of a sudden you don't get Mondays anymore.
I mean, I could just deal with like one Monday a week instead of five or six. It'd be cool.
That's fair.
Um, I guess more with the new shop, more update with the new shop. um, we weren't live last week, so what I have to do last week, I had to meet with a, I think I met with a plumber over there last Monday evening. But today's fuckery was the gas company. I had to have a meter put on the gas line on the back building because uh, if you don't use the gas for long enough, they will come and take the meter to help
Hmm.
try to deter from gas theft or something. I don't know. But also, if the meter has been removed for more than 90 days, you have to have an inspection done before they will put a new meter in. So I had to have that done. Then that was Friday. Then this morning they came to put the meter in, and they put the meter in and they pressure tested everything. And he's like, "Well, you have a gas leak somewhere." I'm like, okay. So I got up in the rafters because the furnace is hanging from the rafters.
Hmm.
I got up there and there's a valve, a gas valve on the furnace. So I shut that off and he did his pressure test again and he's like, "Yep, it passes, it's fine, cool." He's like, "You'll have to have a HVAC guy come out and look at the
Furnace.
furnace."
Sick.
Okay. He's like, "But we need to make sure the furnace runs because if you don't have a functioning gas appliance, I can't leave the service turned on." Cool. Tried to fire the furnace up, furnace won't fire. Cool. So, all right, fine. I'll call the HVAC guy back out that just did the inspection. He'll come out today and look at all this stuff. And he's like, "Well, I can't leave the gas on." So he's like, "You'll have to have him come out and pressure test everything. And then you'll have to have him fix it if they detect a leak. And then you'll have to call us back out to turn the gas back on." I'm like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So the furnace guy shows up today and he's like, "Yeah, it's just an igniter, no big deal, 25 bucks." He changed it out. He did a pressure test. Everything was fine when he pressure tested it. So he's like, "I don't know what the hell he was talking about." But also, the guy locked and tagged out the gas meter. So apparently now there has to be a permit pulled for another HVAC inspection to get the freaking gas meter turned back on. The brand new meter that they just put in at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm like, "You have to come back out and inspect it? You just put it on this morning." Yep. Cool. So I still don't have heat in the back building, but I did get the furnaces fired up in the middle building and the office building.
I
So
I did get an email. I think Doge is going to inspect them for fraud.
they should. Yeah, they're all working together. It's a money grab. I don't disagree with you at all. But the furnace guy was like, "Dude, they installed this thing like 6 hours ago. Like, why could he couldn't have left it on for today? Like, he knew I was coming out." I'm like, I don't know, man. It's so yeah, now there has to be another permit pulled and another service call, another service charge.
Huh.
What a pain in the ass. You got you some whistling diesel.
I did, yeah.
I don't even what is it, like seltzer or is it beer? What is it?
It's You know what? All right. I think it just hit me. So I went to the Lone Star Land Cruiser Roundup. I was trying to put my finger on what that reminds me of, and I think it. None of us could figure out. We're like, this tastes so familiar. You know what it actually tastes like? I think it tastes just like the Twisted Tea Bomb Pops. Did you ever get those?
Mhm.
I think that's what it tastes like. It just hit me like right now because it was like a debate. We're like, this taste is so familiar because there's no carbonation. It's the freaking Bomb Pop Twisted Tea. I'm pretty sure. Huh. But anyway, it's not bad.
It's a Toyota guy thing.
What Oh, okay, Hibby. Yeah, the Hibby's joined the chat.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never had it, so I
No,
can't
wait.
say that I would randomly purchase it either. So without knowing what it was.
I saw it at the HEB here, which is like our Meyer, I guess, for those of you in the Midwest.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I'll mess with this.
Give
I'm
it a
very
shot.
intrigued. It's not bad. I did, however, wake up with a pretty bad headache, but they are 8%, and you're camping out around a fire till like 2:30 a.m. So
Yeah,
the rate of
it
which
gets away
things.
from you. Did I have 6? Did I have 13? I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, after that first night, I definitely pumped the brakes on that stuff. I
Yeah,
was like, I just gotta chill. I got Coors Banquet. I'm gonna stick with that.
yeah.
Um,
That Land
and
Cruiser event always looks cool though. Like it looks like good. Looks like a different. It looks like there's terrain for everybody.
yeah, it's as challenging as you want. There's some cool little park roads for the stock trucks because obviously you don't want to see these pristine FJ40s just get you know tin canned on the on
I mean,
rocks.
it depends on who you are, but I mean, I'd like to see somebody do it, but not me.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I guess in my predicament, it's not the worst thing ever because I'm kind of just getting more work, but
yeah,
it's funny and then it's cool because I can wheel pretty good, so I'm comfortable taking like my truck on some kind of gnarlier stuff. So it's always funny to like see people like, dude, that Lexus is
yeah.
about to
Wait,
book that, no way. And
yeah.
then
What is he doing?
yeah,
Wrong trail, man. Wrong trail.
yeah. So that's always kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely do more with your Lexus than most people in Lexuses would do.
I did actually. My new thing now is I'm looking at people's tires because if you like rock crawl your truck, your tires just like your little crawlers, they get freaking chewed up.
Mm-hmm.
Mine, though, I'm missing some lugs. I don't have like a terrible vibration either, so shout out to Toyo. But
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, that's the poser thing. If you have this huge ass truck and your tires aren't chewed up, you're
yeah.
a mall crawler.
Um, how many new Land Cruisers were out there and actually really wheeled them?
Um, did you see that GX 550 that I posted a pic of that was sitting? He was sitting on a rock. Dude, that guy didn't care. He followed wherever I went. And like, I feel kind of bougie because like my truck was like 30 grand plus mods, and I wheel that thing. But that truck starting out, you're in the 90s, and he already lifted it. He had bumpers, well, rear bumpers, and he had 35s. I'm like, dude, this guy's already like 100 plus in this truck, and he's just
Uh-huh.
like wheeling it like he don't even care.
Well, I mean, if that little clean Lexus can do it, I can do it, right?
Yeah, that
So
I wanted to see the aftermath of that rock because basically his spotter is like it's his friend. I'm not trying to give too like any input, But like his friend wanted me to like yank that truck straight over the rock, and I'm like, dude, it's all gas tank and drive line that I'm
Yeah.
dragging the whole truck over. But I'm like, hey, I wanted to see like what like did he drive it home? He's from I think Alabama too, so there's a cruise. He did not. I don't know if he. I feel like he drove it out there. I didn't see if he trailered it, but he wheeled it like he trailered it out there because it's kind of bad.
Yeah. My buddy had his Jeep at the PRI show. It was in the Mickey Thompson booth at the PRI show. And today was the first time he's really messed with it since then. When somebody stuck a sticker underneath it at the PRI show.
What a nice,
Yeah,
nice.
nice buddies. Oh man, it's like having a chicken strip on your bike tire. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Afternoon, Mr. Harley. Can you imagine the first warranty oil change? Curious about the reaction by the technician.
Yeah. Actually, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, nice, finally somebody that uses their lifted shit.
Yeah. There was a tan LX 700 Overtrail there, which is the only Toyota Lexus that has front and rear like e-lockers now. I don't think that thing left the park road, but that truck starting out is like 120K, so I can't really blame them.
Dude, that's like the guys that go buy a brand new Raptor and just jump the piss out of them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something I think I could get myself to do if I spent that much money, if I'm honest.
No.
My mid-teens JK is like, bouncing off a rock, But like,
Yeah.
if it was a new 392 Rubicon at $80,000, I'd be like, oh god, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Sitting in my work truck waiting for my second shift to start. Yuck. All those new Broncos that roll down Moab and blow airbags.
Dude, because they go so fast. That's my only
Yeah.
concern with that with the Lexus. I'm like, man, I don't have like a airbag off switch, but I don't go fast though.
Yeah. I guess I never even really thought about that. I mean, don't you have to be going like 25 or something to?
I think, and I want to assume it gets disabled. I always drive like off road and four low, like unless it's like a ranch road or a fire road, but I want to say it's disabled in four low. I don't know though. That'd be my worst fear though. All the side curtains. I'll be like,
seats,
dude,
the seats, the seat belts. Oh,
yeah. Total
$30,000 worth of airbags, and you didn't even crash it. Dang
Hit a rock.
Yeah, that would suck. That'd be real bad. And other news, the Sever DSMs that were delayed, I received those on Friday. So that was cool. A bunch of stuff went out Friday. A bunch of stuff went out today. Some more stuff's going out tomorrow. I just got, like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago now, 20 minutes ago now, just got my 5,000 set screws for the skids. So I'm set on set screws for a couple of days. M3 by 20 set screws. Ugh.
Dude, checkered. If my leather gets like chewed up from getting in and out, I'm probably gonna be getting some Schulmans. I'll just bite the bullet. Because I think they have a brown that matches pretty close. That'd be sick.
You need those Blake Wilkie confetti plaid confetti seats.
One of the buggies out there has one of those.
Yeah. Darwin, how's it going? Anyone in California going to the A Main swap meet this weekend? That would probably be a good one to go to. I haven't seen anything about it, but I imagine if it's at A Main, the crowd that would go there, I think, would probably be higher than just some random parking lot swap meet. The Mexican blanket seats, yeah, that. The hobby shop here last, what was it, Saturday the 15th, so it was a week ago, was their last race. So that hobby shop is donezo. Well, the racetracks are donezo. The hobby shop, I think, is the end of the month. So, but they were taking down all the banners and all that stuff out of the racetrack. And then they posted that yesterday from like, I don't know, 1 to 3, you could come pick up a banner or whatever if you wanted. I didn't go, but apparently they were taking all the big banners down from all the walls and from the ceilings and all that stuff. So
That's kind of a bummer. But
yeah, definitely sucks to see, but it kind of is what it is. I mean, just not having a hobby shop, even the option to go to a hobby shop, sucks, really. I mean, I'm not the type of guy that's going to drive 45 minutes each way to go to the hobby shop.
yeah. But when you need something and it's last second, that's worth it.
You know, if it's a last minute Christmas gift or something like that, if you know they've got it in stock, whatever, just drive to the hobby shop and get it. But like, I'm not gonna go order parts 45 minutes away.
Right. Yeah.
Most of them don't stock Vanquish stuff anyway, so I'm just gonna order it online. Do you sell in any hobby shops, or you mail order only? There's a couple of shops that will order from time to time. Like Crawler Canyon in Illinois will order from time to time. The problem is, like, man, we're busy enough that it's hard enough to keep up with our own inventory and then keep up with someone else's inventory also. Like, because I cut all of the chassis when you order them, it makes it hard when a hobby shop orders 10 or 15 of something. It just makes it exponentially harder on me. So, and then you've got the margins of it too. When the Sever chassis kits, we don't have the margin in it to.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it that way, but this hobby shop used to stock our stuff. They were where we started. I mean,
dude, yeah, you remember the beadlock rings, and
they still have some. They still have some from 2014. They still have them.
Dude.
Whatever. They never.
I put a lot of time into those toe straps. I think I had them like CA glue. I would bind them with metal, the loop, and then I would CA glue them and heat shrink them.
Yeah.
You were not breaking them.
No, I still have. I don't know. They're around here somewhere. I still have a couple of them back that are still in the bags.
Funny.
I still have the clear acrylic display stand. It's underneath this bench, but it's on the back corner, so I can't see it from where I'm sitting. But I think there's a couple of them in there. So yeah. Got a new truck over the weekend, upgraded to V8 4x4 4 doors and better miles per gallon. You upgraded to a V8 and got better miles per gallon? That's interesting. What do you think the over-under is on an accident out front today?
The what?
What do you think the over-under is on an accident out front tonight?
On
a car accident?
It's probably going to happen.
Yeah. The Roach Motel, the shithole hotel turned into free fucking squatter living, burnt down on Wednesday of last week, right across the intersection. So that's good. I mean, it sucks for the people that lived there, but also I think this okay. This is going to sound really bad, but I think homeless might be a better place to live than that fucking motel. Like it was that bad. Um, I think there's still one person living there, and like I think there was one unit not damaged by fire, and they're still there, and the
They're
rest
like,
of the place is like crumbling.
they just turned they felt it get warmer in their unit, so they just turned the AC up.
Yeah, yeah. 100%, 98%. Now that you said something, yeah, we'll see. I always send the group chat. I always send the group chat photos of crashes out front with the DJ Khaled, another one meme. Happens all the time. I know there are some hobby shops who sell some XYZ chassis of the local builder, or like you, local shop supporting the local. Yeah, I mean, local is the way to go, really. But since some of the stuff, the margin's not there really for us to want to sell it to a dealer, and other stuff, it's hard enough to keep up
Yeah,
with the revenue that we have and the volume that we sell. Sometimes it's hard to do.
it's yeah. I think over the years it's just been easier to be like direct to consumer rather than
Yeah,
like the middleman. Um,
yeah, and it's easier to answer questions when you're asking the right people the question too.
yeah, and like, I mean, dealing with like like I do the mountain biking stuff, like a lot of the brands now are just direct to consumer, except for like the huge brands like Trek or whatever. But most of them, when you buy a bike, it comes straight from the company or like the whatever their US, um, home base or whatever. But yeah, it's just easier,
V6
unfortunately.
Dakota, V6 Dakota to a 50 F-150. I could see how you'd get
Oh
better fuel
yeah,
economy.
yeah, for sure.
Although I did love my Dakotas. I had two or three Dodge Dakotas in my day. Oh, it's Bush lattes. Got a Bush latte. No Budweiser or no Bud Light. Um, is it just the site hasn't been updated or still not shipping to Canada? It just hasn't been updated. I need to do that. Thanks for reminding me. You can actually still. I never actually was able to get rid of the fact that you could still click the international. Um, you can still get around it, but I'll try to update that tomorrow.
Oh, speaking of shipping, I was gonna send you a screenshot. Because I primarily, since I hate USPS here, I usually it's just Hawaiian or international to where I use USPS.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had that one order. Was it Rifle, Colorado? I don't know. It was some
It
town
was a
that had.
PO. It was a PO box in Colorado.
I don't think it was a PO box. Um, but to go to Colorado, US or UPS, it was like 30 something bucks. And I was like, I typed that in, right? And I just like did a Google Maps, the town. And I was like, dude, it's like a mountain town. So I had to ship that one to USPS because it was like normal price. But I have a feeling that UPS doesn't go to that town.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was Rifle, Colorado.
Right, yeah.
It was not a PO box, but yeah,
Dude, yeah, it must be a mountain town because
yeah,
the freaking UPS charge on that. I was like, oh, what the heck?
yeah. Hibby took you for more of a White Claw guy.
Yeah.
No, Hibby's the guy that'll just pour shots in front of you. You show up at Hibby's house in the garage, and all of a sudden there's shots on the bench, and you're like, it's fucking 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not taking shots of Jack Daniels. Whatever. Take shots of Jack Daniels when they get poured, right? Rifle's a cool place. Can't say I've never been. Right next to Gesundheit. Right next to Parachute. Don't know. Never been there. Colorado's a place I want to explore a lot more. I've only been to like the touristy bullshit for snowboard season.
Breckenridge.
Yeah, Breckenridge, Vail, Denver.
I think it was Telluride I went to.
And Telluride.
Everyone walking on it looked like a freaking Bass Pro Fitness magazine. Like every dude and his wife looked like a perfect magazine model. I was like, what?
That's Vail too.
It's not podunk enough for me.
Yeah, that's Vail.
Even the kids had like puffy coats with collars hanging out. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Different tax brackets.
Yes. Have you tried the Holmes Crawlmaster V2 10 pole 3000 kV in runner yet? No, I have not. I have not ordered one of those.
Dude, Cody, I got you on Panhards, dude. Cody said he broke a Panhard. I'm like, oh, and then he sent me a pic. It's this thing. He's running like the original like tester, like this little.
Oh, the little one.
I was like, dude, I can't believe you even have that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send him this one to replace. I was like, dude, get that out of here. I was like, so not to make fun of your design, Brett, but it's a little bit of a chungus. But you're not breaking that.
No, you're not gonna break it.
Actually, I think I have the bags in the other room. But even like, if he likes to drop, I do have the ones
Longer
that
one.
I had a whole batch of these made. But I don't know. I need to send those to you, but he was wanting stickers, and that's a more of a Brett department.
What stickers?
I'll have to. It's on my phone. I'll have to message you.
Was that you going through the woods on an electric dirt bike? Yes, it was. I did do something financially irresponsible, and I bought an electric dirt bike.
It's
And it's
for
so
the
cool.
new property. It's a big property, dude. 2 acres is huge.
It's so I can get to the bathroom in the office when I gotta poop real fast.
it's the bumper dumper express.
That electric dirt bike is a certified ripper. That bike is not I've had a couple beers, I'm going to take this thing out and cruise around. That thing is a put you on your ass faster than you could believe electric dirt bike. It's like doing the math, it's like 22, 23 horsepower, where like a 250F is like 20, 28 horsepower. And it's like halfway between like a 110 pit bike and a 250 size-wise, physical size-wise. But dude, the power is just, if you want to end up on your ass, just twist the throttle because you will end up on your ass. It's a good thing that it has 4 different power modes, because
Right.
if you turn somebody loose on this thing in full power and didn't warn them to be over the freaking handlebars, if your face isn't touching the front fender in race mode, you're going to do a wheelie.
This is like the old guys when they get their first EFI vehicle. when all they've had is carburetors.
Yeah. It's
Well, I know they're good if what's his name that's banned from X Games because he's this like
yeah,
starting hard.
yeah.
I mean, there's a reason.
Yeah, these bikes are silly. The brand is Altis, Altis, Altis. It's nasty. You can adjust in the display, the digital display, you can adjust the throttle sensitivity and you can reduce the max torque output, whatever. But immediately I put both of those on 100. So, how much runtime does it get on a charge? It depends on how you're riding it and where you're riding it. I mean, if you ride it around in eco mode, you'll get 50-ish miles out of it. If you're in race mode and you're riding that bike as hard as it will ride, an hour, 15 miles or so, I would guess, you could probably kill a battery. But I'm old and fat, so I can't kill it in an hour, but I'm sure other people could. I called it a shop tool, business expense. Yeah. What's your recommendation for a mullet build? Flat skid or angled skid? I assume angled skid. F10 straight axles. Pick a small transmission. Servo behind the axle and go with it.
The cheater is, I believe that the heck is the thing? Never mind, I'm not giving advice. I just had a brain fart. Let me look it up. One of the deluxe transmissions has a reverse output. So that's like a cheater for mullet because all the portals are 2 gears, so you have a reverse.
Okay, so we might be talking about two different mullet things because we have a mullet chassis. So are you building a straight axle front and a portal rear, or are you building a mullet chassis? Because that's two totally different answers.
OD3 is the one, I believe.
No, the OD3.
I'll take that.
No, the OD3 does not have. Doesn't do what you want. Yeah, you could build a mullet on a mullet.
2 mullets make a mullet.
That's a double party.
No, it is. Yeah, the OD3 has 2 rear outputs.
It has 2 rear outputs, but one of them is overdrive, one of them is not. They both spin the same direction. The front output shaft goes all the way through the transmission. Does it not? Which one of your chassis for a mullet? I have the DV8 trans. Sever. Yeah. Sever or a high-low.
Burst.
I would say.
Dude, I start to feel old when I see these other transmission lingo. What was that? Oh, man.
JJ with his transmission names, he just takes the first letter from every word he adds to the title, and that's what it's called. Are you looking it up?
Yeah. I gotta know what the kids are talking about these days.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't kept up with JJ's transmissions recently. What chassis for a Stampede trans? Whatever aftermarket Clodbuster chassis you can find still, I'd say, would work. You ever want to try to find like a Clodbuster again, just for old time's sake, just to make your eyeballs bleed?
Colin Greenfield, chime in if you will.
Yeah, Colin probably still has a Cloudbuster. Colin probably has a Cloudbuster.
Or he forgot that he wanted a Clodbuster. Now you've reminded him.
Yeah, now he has one because I just mentioned it.
Hey,
So he just
actually, he'll probably sell you one because he's got
he needs
spring to rebuild.
needs to rebuild his side by side. My last Clodbuster, we turned it into we built a crawler sophomore year of high school in robotics class, and the teacher let us use some Novak Rooster ESCs, and we never returned them. But they didn't last long. They burned up, so I guess that was probably karma for not returning the ESCs. But I think I got rid of that. I think that truck got disappeared sometime during the mid 2000s. Whether it got sold off or let somebody use it and it never returned, or I don't know. I don't remember where that truck went. It was well, that was during I might have sold that on RC Crawler, now that I think about it. What's the oldest RC you guys own?
Anything from Brett. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't really have a whole lot of old stuff anymore, if I'm honest. The truck here that I've had the longest, the longest I've owned a vehicle is my blue Metal Masher truck that is built on a 10.2 Raw Builders kit. But I've had the body since like 2014 or 15 or something like that. So I've had the body for like 10 years, but I got rid of all my old stuff. I never used it, and I got tired of staring at it and got tired of moving it, so just got rid of it.
Yeah, I've moved too much, so when stuff sits for like a year or two, I'm just like, it's gotta go. I do still have the Rob Gunning Land Rover that I made in a cage. It was like the first official brazen thing.
Yeah.
I still got that sitting. It's got wreath axles, but that's pretty much it. I don't really keep old stuff.
Yeah. Fun fact, that blue Metal Masher truck is my only current running crawler. Only purely because I can't get myself to tear it apart, because it's not worth anything. It's cool to look at. It's fun to drive, but it's not worth anything. So, like, what do you do with it?
Everybody ignore Josh. He's looking at the mirror and commenting on our feed for whatever reason.
Yeah. He thought he joined the feed, but he pulled up his camera.
He thinks he's messaging betterhelp.com, but he's actually in our YouTube chat.
You guys let Hibner in here. I would try to give him a 10-minute ban, but the last time I tried to do that was say they got banned for forever. Like,
oh man,
it's funny. I also have an early Cloudbuster and other early Tamias. Yeah, the older vehicles, I don't know, the quality is just so much different. It scares me. Like,
I think I see that stuff now, and I'm like, I could probably, without a doubt, design and 3D print something of better quality
than the factory plastics that are 40 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be afraid to drive them, so that's kind of why I steer clear of that stuff too. I don't know. Doesn't appeal to me. Some of it looks really cool, but
Josh,
I don't know.
Josh, you say that, but I'm smelling another RC10 plug on your Scale News update tomorrow.
Yeah, they came out with a new re-release.
It's a Sesame Street edition RC10.
Yeah. Oldest is an HPI Savage X. I had one of those. I had a couple of T Maxes, a couple of E Maxes. I'd like to find a first gen E Max. If I was going to buy an older RC that I had that I enjoyed a lot, it would be a first gen E Max. Because I put when we were racing, we raced them indoor carpet. It was pretty cool. Everybody would throw their old touring car bodies out on the track and all kinds of shit. And I took first gear out of the transmission. And at the starting line, I would just neutral drop the shit out of it into second gear with 9-turn brushed motors and 2 6-cell nickel metal packs. That thing it just ground into second gear and would do a whole backflip and land and take off. It was fun. I'd probably do it again.
I think the oldest,
but I'm not sure I would neutral drop it.
Yeah, not getting the part. I think the oldest thing I had was an old Traxxas with the rheostat.
I had old ones that had rheostat speed controls and micro switch speed controls. I mean, I had that stuff growing up, but it always broke. So, have you not seen the new RC10?
I think the new RC10 came out when I was born.
Yeah. Loved my Emax. I think I was maybe 14 or 15 years old. Yeah, I mean, that's about the time I was racing it too, so it was fun. The axle shafts, you could twist a Traxxas axle shaft more than 360 degrees before it would break. It was pretty cool. Traxxas had the drive shafts figured out, and RPM got the A-arms figured out, so you could really beat the brakes off an early Emax, and they were typically okay with a good servo saver. So, I see you've got that in your hands. You want to talk about that, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, so in the fan page, I kind of asked if anybody'd be interested in an angled skid sever leaf. But then I had a dude in the DMs. He was like, "Hey, I'd pay for your time if you want to design one up. I could use one." I'm like, "All right." That's pretty much all the interest that I needed to hear. So, yeah, I made 2 versions. Reverse shackle, which is the crowd favorite, and then normal shackle for anybody that
Understands
with these. But yeah, I don't know. Right now I just 3D printed everything. I'll just test fit them. I mean, it's just reconfiguring this area and then putting the 10-degree angle on the skid to kind of match up with stuff. The one downside to doing this is now I have to do body mounts, which it's not the end of the world because they'll be cross compatible with the other severs. So
yeah,
I've created more work for myself, but it'll pay off, and then everyone will have more. If you want to put a hard body on your S3 sever, then have at it.
it'd work on the S2s also.
S2 would be sweet. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably, I don't know what the move is, since it's gonna be a custom frame. Maybe just do a 1-week group buy window, and and I'll just order it. Do I do it as a kit or just the frame? I'm thinking at least frame and skid. And
yeah, it's got to be at least frame, skid, and DSM, I would say.
Yeah, but
can you run servo behind axle with leaf springs? Imagine you could, right?
Yeah, there's room. I
mean, if you did an F10, with behind the axle servo for a class 2, not that you would should ever consider running leaf springs in Class 2, but, you know.
I'm pretty sure it all clears.
Nobody talk about Wesley while he's gone. I'm watching you. We'll see what he brings out. Josh tuned out the second he heard leaf springs. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah, dude, there'd be plenty because my only concern was the leaf spring bracket, but if these links angled in like that don't touch the servo, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's totally doable. I'd recommend that Holmes LP. That pretty much will get that servo out of any danger.
Yeah. Some of the new servos are getting ridiculous, 1,400 ounce inches. Why? Because fuck everything that's in the way of those tires. I mean, if you like, I really prefer fast servos and strong servos. Like, if you can't wiggle, if you can't like
shimmy and shake,
like if you can't flick the steering wheel on your radio and make the truck like wiggle to the side, that servo's not for me. Yeah. Get some Twisted Fab leafs and you might pull it off. I don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, you were definitely right because I got the OD3, but this is that rear housing that I
modified.
Down. Yeah. So you're right. It's been the same way no matter what. I just hogged out the housing and put reverse cut gears in there. That's the proper way to mull it. Yeah. I think it's the cheeseburger. I think has a reverse rear output or something like that.
Yeah, the cheeseburger does for sure. I don't know if do they still offer that transmission?
Actually, I think I have it. Let me look. I think so.
I bought one of those transmissions in like 2016 or something like that.
Yep.
And I had to completely rebuild it.
Part number 51473. It is $153.
There you have it.
To pay for. I
mean, I don't know.
It's burnt gears with carbon fiber plates, I think is what that transmission is made from.
It's either I think it's burnt gears or they might be Exceed gears. Exceed Mad Torque or Max Torque gears. But either way. Either way.
The OD4 transmission looks pretty sick.
One of the team guys posted the picture of one the other day.
It's cool.
In the group chat.
Man, the open cut gears, probably not.
I never had a problem with my Toizuki transfer cases being open, so
that's true. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I don't run any type of spur gear covers either, so it just don't get your finger in it. With the side plates, it'd be pretty hard to get your finger anyway. I don't have a problem with open transmission gears.
I was doing a lot of sand for a while.
Yeah.
But I did run this Outrunner, the motor and sand and stuff. You know, I was like rolling the dice a little bit, but it was fun. It is what it is.
Yeah. Harley says he's putting OD4 in both the Sever builds. I've got both of your Severs boxed up. They'll be leaving tomorrow. Got an OD4. Haven't tried it yet. I haven't ordered one yet either, so I've been spending all my money. I've been spending all my money running in circles with plumbers and electricians and gas companies and HVAC people and.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet last Monday too. We're both just having like, I just got my lease renewal, dude. I had to like I had to go like argue with them about like the rate because it's not like, I think they just had like a regular like, I don't know, I think their automatic lease renewal is just a plus certain amount of dollars. So I
Hmm.
had to go there and be like, dude, that's not where the market's at right now. So I think I got them talked down to like what I'm paying now currently. But yeah, I was just like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. So I was
It's
pretty
better
stressed out
better than an
Monday.
increase.
Yeah, which that's not where the market's at here. The housing bubble popped. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm bleeding money at the new shop right now, and it's not cool. And I haven't even moved anything yet. Like I
did
haven't
you
moved
or
I haven't moved anything over there. Nothing.
the sliding?
I haven't even done that.
Oh.
It's I didn't want to start screwing around. It's been so cold. Like I mean, it's 28 degrees outside right now, and in that building with no heat, without the gas, without having the gas meter, you couldn't run the furnace, and it's just now. I was expecting to be able to work over there in the evenings, starting tonight, and now that's going to be maybe Friday, maybe next Monday. The time is ticking that I've got to get out of here. Because I mean, it doesn't seem like June 1st is right around the corner, but June 1st is right around the corner. So it's not good. Not having a good time. Do not recommend.
10 out of 10. Nah, I'm a good time.
Yeah, do not recommend.
Yeah, I don't know. It's expensive being single in Austin with a car payment and whatnot. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Thankfully, I
know.
don't have any vehicle payments. Leaf over mounts for F10Ts. Can they be mounted without cutting the drag link mount? You shouldn't be using them on F10Ts to begin with.
So they do fit. I don't know. I guess we never updated the thing, but the housing that I had gotten had the pumpkin flipped 180. So the mounts are normal, I believe. They're just like the F10s. So they all work. They're just really tall. They got the axle because it's a machine housing, not the plastic.
Right.
So the the mount sits up like this. Like it's aesthetically, I think it's hideous. Not recommended. There's probably better mounts out there. Um, I could make another mount, but it'd be special for that housing, and it's just more work.
Yeah.
Um,
What Brett meant to say is you shouldn't be using leafs at all.
who said that?
Harley,
Ah, yeah, I figured.
did you really need to ask me who asked
No,
that? Who
I
said that?
said it out. I thought it, then I said it out loud, and I was like, I already know. I was still on the deluxe transmission page.
Yeah. Leaves are for trees. Um, it was 70s today. Went to outdoor range. Played with 308, 9, and 40. Nice. It was. Let's see. Last Thursday it was 80. Then Friday it was 70, and then it snowed on Saturday and Sunday. And then we're in the low 40s for the next 10 days, with like lows in the 20s for the next 10 days.
Dude, I think it was like 80 something today. Dude, this summer, I'm probably getting screwed. This summer's gonna
Yeah,
suck. It's been
it's
so warm already. I'm already like sunburned, dude. I already got like
I saw it. Yeah, you were out riding bikes, sweating your ass off. It
I was
is
like
35 here right
you know, like a gnarly farmer stand, dude.
now. The drop you did on your bike out on the The trail looked pretty good.
Yeah, man. I was
Probably
eyeballing that
probably
for
a
like,
solid 5-6 foot drop.
yeah, that I think the edge of that comes about to like my nose. So I don't know, 5.5. Yeah, no, I was eyeballing that, and I was telling like a couple of my buddies, I was like, dude, it's just the roll-on. 'Cause it's like there's that rock slab, and then there's like probably a foot and a half where you go down, and then you have like 7 feet to like settle the bike and then drop off. But we ended up like making like that little rock, and then we ended up turning like we found like big slabs of rock. So we ended up making like a whole like a nice like path straight down into it. So I was like, well, we've sweated and made this thing, so someone's got to do
No,
it.
somebody's got to do it. Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Uh,
There's some other stuff out there. It's kind of a neat little spot. It's by the creek, and there's really no one that goes down that trail, so you can kind of go out there and create features. It might be kind of frowned upon to some people, but
yeah.
we're not hurting anything.
Sounds like Michigan weather. I'm pretty much in Michigan. Nicole is down in Austin, has been swimming for 2 weeks. 76 in Missouri. Off. Looking a little white under the chin now that you mention it. Yep. The wall ride was pretty rad.
That one was pretty random. Yeah. There's no landing.
Looks like fun.
They just spit you out of the rock straight to flat.
Yeah. It looked like you landed pretty hard.
Yeah, and like that bike is
Kansas,
180 mil of suspension, so I have over like 7 inches of travel, and just
Sounds like
gobbling
you
that up.
need an extra 10 or 15 psi in them forks.
Yeah, that's pretty much like where I'm at now. I'm like, I just need to up the pressure because that bike is the most travel you can have without just having a straight on downhill bike.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have to up pressures for when I'm doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it made my knees pop watching you land like that.
Dude, my other buddy has a dirt jumper, which is like a big BMX bike with a front fork, basically. That thing, dude, every little pebble you feel in your knee, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because that's why
I need my rear shock.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is why I got a full suspension. I don't want to feel none of that.
Yeah. I got an electric dirt bike, so I don't have to pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw one of those. We saw a Suron out at that trail route building that drop at yesterday.
Yeah. This thing goes 65, 67 miles an hour. Like,
Dude, that's the
It's-
ultimate in-town tool.
oh, yeah, dude. And, like, there's a lot of woods around here that's owned by, like, the power company or the water company or whatever. And, like, there used to be BMX trails and jumps in there when we were kids. Like, we used to go back there and build big-ass BMX kickers and stuff. And all of it's all still out there. Just nobody rides it.
Right.
Because kids don't ride bikes anymore. And, I mean, you can't really ride dirt bikes or four-wheelers because it's all, like, surrounded in neighborhoods. But with an electric dirt bike, you can get out there and you can be out there for 45 minutes and nobody even knows you're there, you know?
Yeah, I thought about getting one of those for like, for example, when I do those Colorado trips. Dude, you could just go rip off into the woods. You're not you're not super loud. The bike's light enough. I think my bike rack can carry that bike if it's at 100 pounds. So like
The
I
Altus
probably
is
have-
200.
Oh, okay, that's a big boy.
Yeah, they're not 100 pounds. Even the Surons are 160.
What, that much? Huh.
Yeah.
I'll see like
Well,
99. Maybe
if
it was
you
the
take-
light D.
If you take the battery out, I mean, put the battery inside the car. I mean, the battery on this Altus is like 49 pounds.
Oh, okay, it might be weight without battery then. I think it was the light B I was seeing was at like 99 pounds.
Yeah, it must be without the battery.
That makes sense. But yeah, like you said, just take it out. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have to buy a different bike rack. Like I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I ride it to and from work. Probably not. I don't know. Probably not.
Dude, the Suron X is another $900 more than my mountain bike.
It's only $900 more than your mountain bike, and think about all the.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
hate I hate looking at like dirt bike costs because I'm like, oh man, I could have had the dirt bike.
dude, I think about like when I bought my first brand new dirt bike. When I bought my first new dirt bike, it was a YZ 250F, and it
Mhm.
was like $3,100 with tax out the door. They're like 11,999 now. Like, ouch. Um, bought a bought a mountain bike, put 40 miles on it, just sits in the garage. Yeah, I've already put 100
Into my
miles on
way.
this Altus.
What? Who said that?
Ken Calhoun.
Didn't send it my
Uh,
way, dude. I'll beat the snot out of that thing.
yeah. Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna get home.
Yeah.
We got daddy duties tonight and tomorrow night. So, translation: please buy more Sever chassis. Wes needs a new mountain bike. Wes just got that mountain bike.
No, yeah. Dude, that bike is a dual. That bike is fantastic. I have no I don't even know if I would upgrade it. I do need a tire, dude. My my rear tire is basically round and flat. Like I get a spare tire at work. It's just like a hard compound, but I pretty much ran those tires. I think I put 1,000 miles on that bike.
Damn. Well, I mean, you keep pretty good track of that with Strava, don't you? You could probably go back and figure it out.
Yeah, I did. I think I did like 700 last year, and I'm already at 230 for the year already now. So I'm pushing it. So it's just weird. I have the tires on that. They're the max grip front, and then like the whatever 3C, but like that front tire is like the stickiest. I was like, I'm gonna wear that one out, but that one's still fine. It's the back one that I wear out for
Yeah,
my sick burnouts.
yeah. Sick. I'm scared. Rear brakes are locked up.
Nah, well, I mean the edges of the lugs are wore off in the front, so I do brake, but do the corner lugs. I just tear into those corners. The lugs are like you can if you look at the side of the tire, you can pull the lugs off like this. They're like
All that
ribs.
all that sharp rock you ride on it just grabs the lug and rips them off.
Dude, it's pretty wild. But anyway, tires aren't
Yeah.
cheap, dude. Those tires are like $100 after taxes.
Dude, I just bought I didn't even ride the Altus with the stock tires. I ordered Trials compound knobby tires. Like
Yeah.
I ordered the sticky knobby tires, and I think it was like $90 for both.
Dang, dude, the mountain bike stuff's so overpriced. It's crazy.
They've got you guys bent over the handlebars.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Anyway,
All
all right.
dudes.
I'm
Thanks
gonna
for
get out of
hanging
here
out.
for the night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We had like a solid 5 minutes of actual product talk.
I mean, DM Wesley personally if you want those.
Yeah, I
Just DM the Brazen Facebook page. Don't DM Wesley directly.
did. Yeah, it's kind of a lot, but I got it was alright. I managed anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it might
right.
be a site thing. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Check out the fan page. Stay updated.
Right on.
See
Later,
you
everybody.
later.